Hey you guys, this is Lone Star Chick Plans. Welcome back to the channel. We're back with another video today, and today we're gonna do our debt update for how we ended February and what we plan on working on in March. So let's get into the video. Okay, so for February, I think we did pretty good. I obviously wish I could have done more, but I think I did way better than I thought I was gonna do in February. I'm just gonna move my candle over a little. It smells so good. I want it right in front of me. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. So I think that's better. Okay, so for February, I did pay my Payzen account off, which was my goal for this month. I did pay $453.45, so that is now paid in full. I highlighted it off my page. My care credit, I did pay the minimum payment of $34. My Best Buy card. So on my debt update, so this month I was able to sell my car that broke down on me, and we didn't want to fix it, so I'm in the process of needing a new car, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to wait a little bit and drive what we have, and my husband's gonna go back to driving what he used to drive, his truck, and I'm gonna drive the car that he currently drives. So we kind of have like an extra car, so I don't need to get a car right now, but the whole purpose of having that extra car was that he wouldn't have to drive his truck and save on gas and all that good stuff. So for now, that's what we're gonna do, because I'm trying to work on all this debt payoff. So for now, that's what we're going to do. But this month, because I sold that car, I had received $2,000 from that. So I was actually able to pay my Best Buy card in full. So I went ahead and paid that because that was more than my care credit, and I wanted to get that done. So, and I had some promotional things that were ending in April, so I kind of needed to make this a priority over this one anyway. So I went ahead and paid this. It was $1,266.73, so I went ahead and paid that off. My Discover card, I paid $160. My loan number 1 paid $280.19. My loan number 2 paid $268. I did pay the balance that was owed on my Academy card for $154.67, and my Affirm swing payment, I did pay that in full. It was actually a little bit more than $123 because of interest, so I think I had to pay an extra $276 or something like that. So it was a little bit more than $123.88. But so for this month, I had planned on only paying $1,504, but I actually paid $2,740.92, and that was not including the little bit of extra that I owed from my Affirm swing payment. So that was like maybe like $3. So we'll say $27.41, 2, 3, 4. So like $27.44 is what I paid in debt in the month of February. Wow, you guys, that's awesome. Like, that is so awesome. I feel good about that. I'm proud of the progress that I've been making the last couple of months. It's definitely been a struggle, but it's definitely been worth it to feel the accomplishment of paying this stuff off and no longer having to pay those bills. It's great. But let's get to the plan for March. So the plan for March is focus on my care credit just like I had planned. Keep focusing on that for March. Pay this in full. So for March, my budget for the month is going to kind of revolve around paying this off in full next month. So I'm kind of having to adjust my budget and kind of work backwards from this debt. I'm focusing on this first and making sure my budget fits around this amount. So if that makes sense. You'll see when I do my monthly budget breakdown how I'm going to work that out. But basically, I'm giving myself less to spend in order to make sure that I can pay this off in full next month. And that's because of the way that my paychecks are aligned and bills that I have to pay. That's why I'm having to do it like that. But I'm focused on making sure that I can pay this off next month. And I don't see why I can't. So that's the plan. My plan is to pay this off in March. I owe $1,004.24. So basically about $1,000. So my pay is the number 6. So this is new. This is my medical bill that I've been waiting on. I finally rolled it over. So now it's basically on my, it's kind of like a care credit card, but it's called Payzen. But this is the 6th payment plan that I'm paying on. I've paid all 1 through 5 off already. As you guys saw, I just paid one off this month in February. So now for March, I have this new one that's starting. It doesn't mature until December 31st, 2027. So I have until then to pay it off, and this is 0 interest. So I'm thinking I'm not going to be focused on paying this off in full because I have these other priority ones that I think money-wise, it will be more beneficial to pay these, focus on paying these off, and then come back to this one. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've been kind of thinking it through, but I'm thinking because of the interest accruing on these other ones and the promotional period I need to make on this one, like to make that happen, I think I want to focus. And also because this will allow me some time in case something comes up between now and then. If I have to pay for something else and I don't have the money, I have until March of 25 to pay my Discover card off, but at the rate that I'm going, I could have this paid off by October. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm still going to focus on, I've put them on here from smallest amount to largest amount, but the order that I'm going to pay them, I think is going to be a little bit out of order again because I want to focus on paying my Discover card first. And the plan is I'm going to pay my Discover card down, pay it off. And then what I want to do is do a balance transfer for my loan number 1, which at that point should be under my credit limit, and I'll be able to transfer it in full. By the time I pay this off, it'll be under my credit limit on this one, and I'll be able to transfer it, and then I can save on interest. Save on interest and focus on paying this down next. Then after I pay this down, then come back to this and pay this off. And by then I should be owing less. Then pay this off last. Because this is obviously the biggest balance and it's going to take me the longest to pay. But this is also accruing interest. But I can get to this faster if I pay these 2 off first, is what I'm thinking in my head. So I think that's the plan. So for March, anyways, I'm going to pay my care credit in full, minimums on the rest. That is about $1,766 that I'm going to pay this month in March on debt. That's the plan. And my total balance right now, so we went from February having a balance of $45,439.03 to $45,878. So it actually went up. And that is because I traded basically 2 debts for an additional debt that was more. So it increased from last month, which is fine. I knew this bill was coming up. I didn't really know how much, but I knew about how much. So I actually didn't have to start paying it before February. So actually, to start it, I did pay $53.94 in February. I didn't even list that on here because I had already done this part, but I'm listing it now. So technically, yes, I did pay $53.94 in February. So that, I guess you could add that to $27.44 plus 53. So almost $2,800 in debt that I paid actually in February, if you want to be kind of technical. So yeah, kind of going backwards a little bit, but it is no interest. I do have to pay it. It is, you know, something that I do have to pay. So for 2 steps forward, we're taking 3 steps backwards, but I still have made a lot of progress. I'm still trying to be okay with this and just know that, you know, it's gonna happen. There is gonna be bumps in the road, but I just need to stay focused, stick to the plan, and keep going, and don't stop. I've got, you know, 2 years to go on this plan. If all goes well, I'll be, you know, debt free by December 2026, which is 2 years from now almost. So it's really not that far. It's not that long. Like, I can do it. I'm confident that I can do it. I've been doing it, and I think I can do it. And it's only going to get better with time because I'll have more cash flow to put towards these debts, which will make these hopefully go faster. So that's the plan. That'll be almost $1,800 in, you know, debt payments. And this will be the norm for the next, you know, couple of months. I'm going to try to be at about $1,800 a month in debt payments, and basically working towards paying off these debts and kind of working my budget around making sure that I stay on track to pay these off, whether that's giving myself less spending, giving myself less gas money, you know, grocery money, whatever it takes to stay on track is what we're going to do. But for now, you know, that's what we're working with. And that's what's come up. I think I do have, 2 more small medical bills that I have to pay. Also a different part of this. But it's like $100 or $200. So I'll probably pay those in April. Not in March because I want to focus on paying this off first. But I will probably pay those the next month in April when I start paying this balance, my Discover card. When I start paying this month, which is going to be in April, I'll pay that off, which is about $100 or $200. So I'll do that, and then that'll take care of like all my pays in, all my medical bills, get me caught up, back up to date on everything. So that's where we're at, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Send me some words of encouragement, because y'all, it's been rough. It's been hard to stay on track and keep going and just keep working on, you know, the budget and staying on track, because y'all, I just want to spend. Things keep coming up, and I just, you know, I'm trying to stay with my eye on the ball and just stay focused. And for whatever reason, you know, it's just, I keep getting distracted by all these things around me, and it's just hard to stay on it. But, you know, for those of you in a debt payoff, this is, you know, you guys know the grind that we're in. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm still saving my sinking funds as much as possible so that I can rely on those funds to get me through, and so that nothing comes up. Or for when something comes up, you know, I have those funds available. But yeah, I guess that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back and tuning in. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.